Having the ability to compute loops makes many programs that we write a lot easier. For example, remember the question and answer program from the last chapter where we had 3 tries to try to guess the computer that played on Jeopardy. There we had to have a very long string of if, else if, and even nested ifs to try to cover all different possibilities. With looping it's quite a bit easier. For this first exercise we are going to rewrite that question and answer program with the while loop. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is create a couple of variables. We are going to create answer variable string answer is equal to Watson. We are going to create a variable for a response. A string response is equal to empty. We have a variable for number of tries the user makes, int tries, and set it initially to 0. And finally we create an input scanner object. Now we are ready to begin the loop. So the first thing we want to do, say while tries is less than or equal to 3. The first thing we do is to prompt the user to enter the name of the computer that played Jeopardy. Enter the name of computer that played on Jeopardy. Then we get the response. Response is equal to input dot next line. Going to the next line because we enter a 2 words answer. Then the very first thing we do before any check it's increment tries by 1. Now there are several different ways we can go with our if statement. Let's go with assuming that the user gets it right on its first try. So we could say if response dot equals Watson, then we want to tell them that they are right. So system dot out dot println, that's right. And because we don't need to do anything else, I am ready to just completely stop the program. We are going to use break right here. Now we are going to say if tries is equal to 3, that would be the last try. Then we will say system dot out dot print line, sorry, the answer is Watson. Then a break. Then we will say else. This else is for when they don't get the answer right but they still have some tries left to make. So say system dot out dot println, sorry, try again. And that's all we have to do. So close that, close the while loop, and then close the program. So let's save and compile and see if it works correctly. Java C chap 9 part 8 .java, Java chap 9 part 8. So we will say deep blue, sorry, try again. Let's get it right on second try. Watson, that's right. So let's run it again. This time I will say Bob. Once more I will say Ed. And then I will say Watson. Let's get it wrong all 3 tries. Bob, Ed, John. So see how destructured and clean the program looks by being able to use loops instead of just if statements. It's clear and more efficiently to program, and that's why looping is so important to your programming skills. Just about every program you write will include a loop, and you need to understand the strategies and types used when to create them and how to create them. So now let's move on to our next exercise where we are going to look at calculator programming, and this time also using a while loop.